How do I drive my car? What are the settings that I have in my car and that I use most? So welcome back to the channel. My name is Hugo and this is the XPeng G6 Diaries. So I have made already several videos explaining you all the options that you have available in the car, in the XPeng car. So I have different videos for different types of settings, but I never told you guys how I have my car configured, how I do it, how I drive it, how I use my car. So today we are going through all of the settings. While I am driving, I will show you what I use and how I configured my car for my daily use. So let's start by the center screen of the car. My center screen is always like this. So I have configured my bottom bar with these shortcuts that are the ones that I use most. I have it set for the home button, so to resume back to the original. I have the settings, I have the call button, I have 360 view, I have navigation here, and then I have what is playing, so media playing, I have it here so that I can just play, pause, and go to the music app that it's playing at that moment. Then I have the app drawer, I have Android Auto, music app, and then I have a couple of settings that I sometimes change while I am driving and depending on the weather, for instance. So I have the automatic high beams turn on and off, even that I mostly don't use it because I use voice assistant to turn that on and off. And then I have the currently, as we are still in summertime or with hot weather, I have not only the fog lights here, because there are some places where I go that even on summer they are very foggy, so I do have it there, even though that again I can ask the assistant to do that. But then I have seat cooling and also max cooling, and then volume of the car. So I have the volume of the car right there, very far away, because I have the controls of the volume also on my wheel drive. But when my kids are in the car, as there is no physical button for changing volume, I decided to put a volume shortcut over there so that they can easily change volume of the music that it's playing or whatever, easily on their seat, instead of going and reaching out for the wheel drive, because sometimes it can be dangerous. So this is my bottom, and of course I have the AC control right here where I need it, even though that I also have these controls on the wheel drive. With these I can just enable, disable the rear seat vents and stuff like that. Again, I can use voice assistant for that, but I have to put something on the bar, and I decided for these shortcuts. Okay, as you can see, then we have as main apps here, we have the navigation app in the big part of the screen. So I usually have it always in split screen, and I have navigation as the main app, and then I have music, usually it's Spotify, that I have on the other part of the screen. This is due to the fact that when my kids are at the car, they are always playing DJ, and this way they have the controls over there. They can use it very easily. But if I am in need, or if I am the one using it, it is also very easy to reach out and execute whatever I want on Spotify and on my playlists. And of course, if I want to go to any other app, any button here or any app will open always on the side that it's bigger screen. So if I go to the settings of the car, it will show on my side of the screen, and this facilitates the use of the car because it is on my side. Okay, so this is how I use my screen and bottom bar of the XPeng. On my dashboard, this is how I usually have it. So I have on the right side the consumption information, the statistics, etc. I have on the left side usually the curve, the energy curve, or sometimes the tire pressure. And on the center screen, I go between map version or VR version. So currently I am on the map because I was recording the video for you guys to see the configurations that I had. So I usually, when I am using the center screen as currently with the settings that I use, or with a YouTube or some other app where I don't have the map there, I put the map version here. If I am using the map version on the center screen, then I have the VR here on the screen in the middle, as you can see now. So these are usually the settings. Let me show you also the other setting that I have, that it's on the left side. I use the tire pressure modes. So with these, I have the speeds and signal recognition and etc. on the top part of the center screen. I have Android Auto here, but I usually don't use Android Auto. Let me already clarify this. So when I got the car, one of the main reasons was the existence of the Android Auto. But currently I am not using it because most of the features that are inbuilt in the system, mainly Spotify and the navigation, are good enough for me to handle it over there, and I don't use Android Auto that much anymore. But I still have it there. Why? Because sometimes I do need to go there. So even though that I don't use it mainly in my screen, so it is not present in my main screen at all the times, I still use some of the functions even in the background, because Android Auto is running on the background. So if I click here, it will automatically launch Android Auto and you will feel it here. With Android Auto running on the background, I have also the main app running on Android Auto is Waze. And why is that? Because it's the only thing that I am missing on the inbuilt navigation system is in fact the alerts for the real-time traffic, speed alert radars and stuff like that. And if I have it on my background with the alerts turned on, it will give me that input even though that I am not using Waze navigation. So this is one trick or workaround that I am using with the system. So again, I am not using Android Auto directly, but in fact it is always running. Also, if I want to send a message or if I want to execute some command with the assistant of Google, I can just ask for the assistant to execute a command because she will be here also together with the XPeng assistant. So let's talk already also about AC. So I always use it on auto, and the only thing that I usually adjust is temperature, okay? So another thing that I would like to mention on the air conditioning is that I usually prefer to have all vents on, especially when you are trying to reduce the temperature of the car fast. Why? Because if you don't do that, the car will push more cold air in your vents, in the driver vents, and you will feel then that cold air, and it's not that comfortable. So I do prefer to have all car being cooling down the car, so all vents cooling down the car, because this way we can have it less air flowing from the driver vents or even the passenger vents, and this increases a little bit the comfort in the car. As you can see, I have front vents all on and rear vents on also. I have it on synced, AC auto. It is automatic. It's currently recycling air. So let's go for some configurations that I have in my car. So I have the headlights height at mid-high 1. It's not for any reason in particular. It's just because I felt that when I used it on high, some people were flashing me saying that probably it was too high for them. And I do believe that below these, the amount of light that we have in front of us, it's short, so I do prefer there. I do have the headlight control on auto. I don't even think that it's normal to have it off or on manual. Then intelligent high beam, usually I have it off because The tests that I did give me mixed results. So sometimes it works very, very well. It really amazes me. But some other times, I don't know if he wakes up in the wrong side of the bed, but it starts flashing everybody. Then on drive, I am driving always on sport mode. I explained already why in a couple of videos. So I started my journey using eco, and then I changed to standard, and then after a couple of tests I did change to sport, and I am driving in sport mode. Then I have on the remaining stuff, I do have the power steering in Confort, and I have the brake pedal feel in Confort. So this is the settings that I do prefer most on those settings, and then regen I do have on X pedal. Okay, so real-time assist I have all turned on. Driver assistance I have also all turned on. The forward collision warning sensitivity I have it on moderate. Then I do use a lane support system, but I only have warning, so I don't like that the car corrects me. It already does that if it feels that I am losing control of the car. So in those situations the car can correct me, but most of the times I do prefer to hear only a bling bling. Then I have here lane support system sensitivity. I have it at low, blind spot, and then all the other security things I have it on. So the driver status monitor sensitivity, I have it on low. So on the speed limit assist, I have it on adjusts, and I have the confirm before speed adjustment turned on, so that when I am doing ACC and LCC, the car will prompt me every time that there is a change on the speed limit to, if I want to adjust the speed of the car to that speed. And I prefer like that instead of adjusting automatically. So this is how I have it. Then driving and parking, I have everything on. On the voice assistant, I have it on, of course. Continued conversation off, because I do prefer just simple commands. The 4 zones, and also for the sounds, I use here the dynamic mode. I use level 2 for the spatial sounds, and I have the car on center. And on the equalizer, I use it like this. So I do play a lot of electronic music, and this way I feel that it's better for that type of music, but guys, adjust it according to your preference. For the driver speakers, sometimes I have it on shared mode and with intelligent switch on, but mostly I use driving mode. So I do prefer to have music and multimedia all over the car, and alerts, calls and stuff like that just on my seat. Okay, so let's go for the charging. 100%, because this is an LFP car, I do charge it at 100%. Nothing here. Intelligent imaging, I have everything on, of course. I activate panoramic image, but only on near. On display, I have everything on auto. Okay, so nothing special here. On wireless networks, I have it on off, because I do prefer to turn it on when there is something to connect. And here it is always on in vehicle hotspot, even though that I only use Android Auto, and when you are using Android Auto, hotspot is off. So that's it, guys. These are my settings. So this is how I drive my car. So it's not an explanation on what the features do. This is just a video explaining how I use my car, how I have it configured for my daily use. So guys, let me know in the comments, how are you using the car, if it is exactly as I am, or if you are doing it differently, and why. And of course, if you like this content, like, subscribe, share. And if you do like my content, please consider supporting the channel. Thank you guys very much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.